we go. 5 red lights in Australia. Round 3 of the Signal Racing Championship is underway. It's lights out, and away we go as we go instantly on board with Max, who gets an electric start as James remains in second as Top G is through on Sin Wars. A great start by Blitzers. There's yellow flags, and Mr. Elite Fear and Nolan have collided. And I don't know what's happened there. I think maybe it must have been a spin out. But Max Gardner, what a start! And now Top G chasing down James. Can James catch up and get a hat trick today in Australia? Pressure is building for the Mercedes driver as the AlphaTauri chases him down, and we are already having an amazing first lap here. As here comes Top G, he's right behind the Mercedes. Is he going to try and make a move? No, he's a bit too far off, but instantly Max now has a 2.3 gap. We're going to remain on board with the AlphaTauri, but James is closing that gap quite quickly actually. As here comes Top G, he steps out, looks to the inside as Elliott is in fourth, looking to get another podium finish. He is 3.4 off of Top G, but a very bad start for Sin Wars, who's gone from third to P6. As Top G now, Max Gardner. That is the end of the first lap, and now Blitz through on an awful start by Nolan. But nicely done. Oh, onto the grass a bit there, managing to keep the car on 4 wheels. Very lucky as there's a yellow flag. Oh, and it's Top G. Top G is spun out, and Elliott is into third place. Sin Wars has to dodge him, and he's so close to the wall. And Sin Wars, oh my gosh, he was so close to hitting the wall. Drops to the back of the grid. That would have definitely been a safety car. That would have really rumbled up things. And he's going to have DRS again. That gap to the lead. James 1.8 off of Max. So closing in a little bit, but for now I think. Oh wow! So that's Max with a 3-second penalty. James now in terms of finishing times, James would be leading the race, and that Sin was into the pits. So Max getting a penalty for exceeding track limits too many times. Mr. Elite Fear now letting go. There's another yellow flag, and that is Top G out of P4. Is Nolan going to get past? Yes, he is. Is Blitz going to get past? Yes, he flies past his teammate. Mr. Elite Fear is also going to get through, so Top G drops down. Oh, James into the pits. So the Mercedes. Very nice box. That's Max into the pits, and he comes out ahead of James, and a bit further ahead than we might have anticipated. He would have been. Well, actually, no, the gap slowing down. Max has to warm up his tyres, and now the gap 1.2, but Max is going to keep warming into those hard compound, into that hard rubber. So. But now he gets under the second, so could we see James overtake him? He's closing in, closing. Could James overtake for the hat-trick at this point in time? If the flag was to come out now, then the race win would go to James. Max, I'm sure, will really not be happy about that penalty. But Elliott's 18 seconds behind. He has pitted now. I think Max has now warmed into those tyres. The gap is 1 second, and James is going to want to stay within a second because he wants to get DRS. That will just keep him going. And to be honest, it's just morally better. Yes, he could win this race. He can win the race, just by doing this, but it just feels way morally better if you're in front of them as well, because that generally makes your skill, you know, the better one, because they're the ones with the penalty. As James was in the fastest lap of 122.2 from the championship leader, and he's closing in now. DRS we get on to an out of the chicane, and the gap is 0.7 of a second. Max running in a bit wide onto touching the grass there, bit of curb as James is really closing in now on the Alfa Romeo. Could we see a battle between these two? I feel drama brewing in. Oh wow, that was close. I feel drama just planning itself of when to come out. As James is closing in, that's Nolan into the pits. Oh, and I think that's, yeah, Elite having a spin there, so Blitz up into P4, 23 seconds off, but we're going to have a look now. Here comes James. Is he going to go to the inside of Max? No, he doesn't. He chases him down, and I think they're about to lap Sinwars again here. As they chase down the Aston Martin, but we're going to go with these two. The Mercedes going to try and get past the Alfa Romeo. Oh, Max clipping the wall there. Here comes James. He's going to try and go alongside. Max defends. Here comes James. DRS. He's going to look to the inside into the chicane. Has to back off. Runs it a bit wide. And now the gap is back up to over half a second. To let these two pass as James looks to the inside, still can't make a move. Max could be on for a Grand Slam. Well, actually no, because when he pitted James, no, James pitted first. Whoa, James hits the wall and spins. How is he not out the race? There's Elliot's in the pits for brand new soft tyres. I think he may be going for fastest lap. That'll get Blitz a bit closer to the Ferrari. Definitely not going to beat him out of the pits, but he's just going to get him that bit closer. He's still got to warm up those tyres. We'll see in a moment how far he is from Elliot. Just about 10 seconds off, so still a massive gap. So it looks like his podium chances will not be with him unless Elliot makes a mistake while warming up these tyres. As we hit the final lap of the Australian Grand Prix, Max leads James by 1.6 seconds, and surely it's going to go to James unless he makes a mistake, which he better not if he wants to get this hat trick. things are looking amazing for his championship right now. Oh, Max hits the wall! And Max gets dropped from the lead. So James will win from the actual front. And there he does do it. Elliott puts in the fastest lap. But Max will definitely take a P2 on his return after missing out on Saudi Arabia. But here we go, around the final corner now. He cannot be stopped. James in the Mercedes takes a hat-trick. The championship is looking so good. Toxic James M wins again in Australia. Amazing race. Max Gardner takes P2, and what a drive by James. Elliott with the fastest lap of the race. Can he do it again? Will he be even faster? What a win for James. He'll be so happy with the hat-trick. The championship. He's now walked into the room with the trophy and is standing in a distant corner with the trophy. But here comes Elliott to the line. He'll be so happy about a P3 finish and a fastest lap. An amazing run of form for Elliott. And Blitz comes through a pretty good P4 for Blitz after a really, really unfortunate race. And he does a little spin there at the line. There's such a big gap. But Blitz will take a P4 after a nightmare Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. But very nice from him. But James wins again. Elliott picks up the fastest lap on the penultimate race there and gets driver of the day.